in Jersey here, and it's kind of been a while, it's been so busy, being a junior and all. Just finished up finals week. I've actually been taking some extra classes, so haven't really been doing as much YouTube as y'all can see. And I'm also really lazy, but I did adopt a cool hobby during quarantine so far. Like the months where I was working, it's not like I was doing completely nothing. I actually learned how to sell stuff on eBay, so I was making some nice little monies on the side, and because of that, it's got to this video. I bought a bunch of stuff with the money I earned, so I'm gonna be showing off what I bought. If you guys have been following my Instagram too, I might have posted some pictures of what I got as well. So yeah, y'all can follow that to check it out. I usually like to post what I buy on Instagram just because it's cool. I got all sorts of stuff in this box. I got my little priority mailbox right here. So we got like games, lotion. So first item we got here, out of the box, Guitar Hero Aerosmith. So y'all know that there's like a lot of Guitar Hero games that were released. There were so many that got released, and now there's like none. Because I already have one that I use for my computer, but it'll be kind of cool playing the original game. So I just picked this up at my local game store for like $3 because it was on the budget rack. And yeah, it doesn't have that many songs, but it's pretty cool. I hope to collect the rest of the Guitar Hero games as well. Skate. I usually don't play, I guess this could maybe qualify as a sports game, but I usually don't play sports game, but there's some exceptions. I bought this from the thrift store on like half off day for like $2.50, I think. And when me and Andrew were kids, Andrew the cameraman, yeah, so I don't know if it's like the same kind of game. It might be the same series, but we would play this game on the Wii called Skate It. And you'd be skateboarding, so that was kind of cool. But our favorite thing to do was to see how badly we could injure the skater. And we would usually like to choose the level with like a massive ramp, so you just go flying and then break all the bones in your body. It was great. So
we were little psychopaths back then.
And then next we got some older games right here. Now, if I think I might have mentioned it before, but I also bought a bunch of consoles, which I won't be showing there because I don't want to disturb them from their little nest right here. But essentially, I got multiple different consoles because if I see them for a good price, I'm gonna pick them up. So the first console I got, I guess you could show, like, pan over here. It's kind of messy, but right here is my Retron. So this is like an emulating system, and it can play multiple old games, like from all sorts of different cartridges, like Genesis, NES, Super Famicom, Game Boy, all the Game Boy stuff. I actually have like a Game Boy game right in there. It was Super Mario Land 3, Wario Land. Picked up these guys for a while. I think this crusty looking Sonic, this is the first one. This was my first retro game that I bought, and geez, this game was difficult for me because it's not like 2, you don't get any save states, you lose all your lives, yeah, you gotta start over, just like how retro games be. And then of course the classic Mario Bros and Duck Hunt, although unfortunately I can't play Duck Hunt though because I'm not using a CRTV. But yeah, the Retron has been really good for playing these old games, so I really like it. It might be a little bit touchy with emulation and stuff, but I'm okay with it. I need the save states because I'm not very good at them. Then next, I also bought a PlayStation, so the original PlayStation I bought. And the game I bought with it is good old Driver, Greatest Hits. Driver, You Are the Wheelman. So if you guys haven't heard of this was a pretty revolutionary, I guess I wouldn't say racing game, it was just a driving game at the time. And essentially you're doing all these like underground missions as like, I think, an undercover cop, and you're like crashing into people, racing from point A to point B, trying not to explode your car. And I like this game for the most part, but if y'all know, the tutorial in this game was really difficult, but I was able to get through it. And the final level of this game, was not able to beat it. It was like President's Run, and it was just too much. Like, your car was so slow and the police were insanely fast. They were ramming me. I would literally go flying. So I didn't like the last level. I used cheats to complete it, so but I don't feel ashamed because I thought it was unfair. And next we got here, these aren't actually new games. I found a box of my old games I had downstairs in the basement just chilling. I thought I'd like trade these into GameStop, but apparently I still had these, which is the this Prince of Persia. I think it was kind of like the reboot. This is the where he has like the partner, and I did enjoy this one. It was kind of easy though, since you know if you ever just jump off or something or fall to your death, you'll just have the girl, she just picks you back up and throws you onto the land. So but I enjoyed it. It was nice. And then I also had good old Mirror's Edge, you know, parkouring Asians, what's not to like. It's a good game. Like the only thing though that really frustrates me about this game is that it's not even his fault really, but I happen to get pretty motion sick sometimes, especially with this game. I think this was the game I got the most motion sick from. It was crazy. I almost like threw up playing this game at one point, but it was really fun. I'll probably replay it in the future if I have the guts to, but I was glad to find that again because that was an enjoyable game. And also in the same boat was Battlefield Bad Company, which I think this might have been like a spin-off for Battlefield. You just had like this group of guys just kind of going haywire and on their own exploding and killing stuff.
Have you actually played that game?
Oh yeah, I did play that game. The campaign isn't too long, so I beat it pretty quick, but I think the thing I like the most about this game is like the destructible environments. That's the thing that was pretty cool because you could just throw a grenade at like a random building and it's not like it wouldn't get damaged. You could actually blow parts of buildings off, and I thought that was really neat. And similarly, I bought this game at my local game store. Now, this game is kind of a little bit special to me and Andrew because we used to play this game as a kid, and it's me and Andrew were replaying it not too long ago, and it's a little crusty, yeah, but we really enjoyed it because you're just kind of traveling around these little kind of simple environments and just like, you know, killing enemies or doing other tasks. It's not too bad, but I think for a kid's game, it was pretty decent. The motion controls are actually pretty good in this game. And it summarizes the plot of Lord of the Rings pretty well. And that's how I first got introduced to the series, but, you know, it's a special childhood connection. The controller that came with the Retron, I have it here. Bro, this controller is freaking weird. I could probably play. So this is the controller that comes with the Retron system. I do not know what they were thinking, why they just didn't give us a regular controller. First of all, you have this weird clicky joystick. Like, y'all just listen to that.
I am disgusted.
Why? Like, what other controller, seriously, what other controller has that? It does not work well. I haven't tested it out actually playing games, but I'm pretty sure it would not be that great. And then also these are tactile like mouse buttons, which is really weird. I just never see controllers like this. This is like mouse buttons on a retro game controller. I don't know. This controller is just weird. And then the shoulder buttons are really clicky, like I don't know why they could have just designed something simpler. I think that might have been harder to make than just a regular controller, but got the good old OG PS2 controller now. This came with the system when I bought it from like a nice dude in Cicero near here. And yeah, it's just standard PS2 controller. I feel, for some reason though, I feel the joysticks kind of feel really loose, but maybe that's just how they are. Nothing's really wrong with the controller, so it's fine. Okay, so that's it for all the game stuff. So this is kind of the more miscellaneous kind of stuff I got. So we've kind of been going to the mall these past couple weeks, just trying to shake things up during quarantine. And y'all, I went to Bath and Body Works. And, oh my gosh, I love that place so much. One of my family friends, he bought me warm vanilla sugar lotion. I don't know if you ever walk into a Bath and Body Works or just walk past it, you just smell all those amazing scents. Like, these are kind of pricey, I guess. Like, this tube was almost $15. I mean, probably 15 with tax, but these things like last a long time, so they're definitely worth it. They smell fabulous. I want to smell like a baked pastry, and Andrew, you should smell like one too. You're missing out. I also had some little figurines I bought lately. So I bought this little Mega Man figurine because I played Mega Man 2 with my online friend Bootius Maximus. You know, I did so well playing Mega Man 2. It was amazing. I was so good at that game. But
Somehow it down.
I know, it was really tragic. I had to use a lot of save states by the end. And then similarly for y'all Ryuki fans, I got my boy, wait, I'm trying to remember his name. Okay, we'll get back on that, but I was surprised because I found him at like one of our local toy stores, and it was only $2, and I'm like, heck yeah, I'm picking that up, so I think it's really nice shelf piece right there. And then I also bought, I've just been wanting to collect so many things lately, and then that also includes video game soundtracks. So I also picked this up for a couple bucks on eBay, which is the 2013 Tomb Raider soundtrack. It doesn't have like the full thing, I don't think, but it's pretty interesting, very cinematic, pretty epic soundtrack. And y'all know I love the 2013 Tomb Raider. I did a playthrough of it on the channel, you know. And it kind of takes the same tune, just using it over and over, but it's a good tune, so I really like it. I also been getting into collecting playing cards. So we have some kind of cheap ones I picked up from Five Below. Got like these, they don't really have a name for them, but they kind of look like, not constellations, but just little trinkets that are on these cards, these premium playing cards. Premium, I mean, it costs like $1 from Five Below, so not that fancy. But I like the designs in it. It's just they're kind of delicate with their paper. And then I also have these Prisma Rainbow. I think these might be my favorite out of the ones I bought at Five Below, just because their colors are so vibrant on this one. So I really like this deck as well. And then there's also this one, which is kind of cool with the colors as well, and the nature, it kind of all blending together. This is also a nice deck. And then this is a more standard deck, Anchor. These are just, you know, regular like red playing cards. They're pretty neat. These are the ones I would probably be playing Slapjack or something and they all get torn up and destroyed. And then recently I also bought these cool game themed ones. You got the good old Xbox playing card. These both cost $8, but the art is kind of disappointing on them, but I like the tins. You have the Xbox one and then the original PlayStation one. I really like how they did this. It looks so nice. It looks just like the one I have. I'm like, beautiful. And this is almost everything, but I have just 2 more things to show. Like I said before, I was kind of getting into comics. Haven't delved into like the mainstream stuff like DC or Marvel because frankly, it just looks really confusing to me, so I'm just starting off with the things I'm interested in right now. So I bought this Ruby manga. It's I think they call it trade paperback, where they take basically, usually when you think of comics, you think of those really small single issues. So they take all of those or some of the ones in that run and compile it into one nice looking book. So that's what I bought. And this basically takes, I think, the time between season 4, mostly season 4 and 5 with Ruby, and kind of adds some extra character development into it, and I think it's really nice. They do talk about some philosophy stuff, but this was probably better than those 2 seasons put together, honestly, which is kind of sad, but I definitely recommend to check it out if you like the Ruby comics. I think they might be releasing another kind of comics, which is like a DC and Ruby crossover. Then another comic I bought recently at half-price bookstores is this graphic novel called The Black Dahlia. So this comic, how do I say it? I was kind of disappointed by it. If you guys don't know, The Black Dahlia was this murder case that happened that was pretty grisly. You guys can search up the extra details if you want, but it's pretty gruesome. And I picked this up because I kind of thought it was gonna go into the details of like who might have done it, you know, just kind of revolving around the case. But it kind of wasn't like that. It more focused on like these 2 police officer characters and their kind of involvement in the case. But maybe it was just a little bit too edgy for my taste. But it's alright. I really like the art though. It looks pretty neat. And then this cover is So, oh yeah, look at this table, all the stuff I bought. I'm getting a little greedy. So yeah, this is all the cool stuff I picked up. And also including the consoles. I also got like extra manga for Christmas too that I still need to read. So I'm very blessed. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Y'all just have a nice day. Collect some good stuff and see y'all in the next one.